time 11 o'clock on this Friday night, April 27th, 2018. Time now for the Peter Channel 11 o'clock news on this late Friday night, April 27th, 2018. Good evening, everybody. I'm Peter J. Wiggins, 11 o'clock, and it is 50 degrees in North Massachusetts. Top story of the Peter Channel 11 o'clock news is President Trump repents diplomatic norms as aid events in Asia, Europe, and elsewhere spin on his axis. Fire in a vast chaplain causes uproar on Capitol Hill. Hush money deals business as usual for Stormy Daniels' ex-attorney. It's obviously premature to absolve the Trump campaign on the collusion question. Trump and Merkel meet one-on-one but don't see eye to eye. Plan to storm fence gets bloody preview in Gaza. The controversy surrounding the terminally ill British toddler Alfie Evans explained. What? No evidence that Ronnie Jackson wrecked the vehicle as president's physician. Russian lawyer at Trump Tower meeting had closer to ties to the Kremlin than person close according to the New York Times. Arizona teacher groups don't trust budget deal. Texas voter ID law does not discriminate against then appeals panel rules. Ford promises more savings as first quarter earnings rise 9%. It looks like the T-Mobile split are inching closer to finalize in terms of the multi-billion-dollar merger. Growth cooled in the first quarter as consumers reined in spending. NASA kills lunar resort's mission despite push to return to moon. NASA Mars mission faces setback after heat shield cracks under pressure. Jeff Bezos' Blue Origin launched its first rocket test of 2018 on Sunday. SpaceX Starship spacecraft are set for Pacific Ocean splashdown. 22 states not affected by a dangerous outbreak of E. coli illness from romaine lettuce. Peter Channel News Time is 10:59. Look at that New England incident alerts report in Barnstable, Massachusetts about 1 hour ago. 164 Millway up to a 3-alarm fire. One person pulled out of the house fire on the first floor of the 1.5-story house. And now, take a look at the Peter Channel Traffic and Transit check approaching the 11 o'clock hour. Beep! Let's study off on the MBTA where buses will replace the Red Line service between Park Street and Kendall MIT Station this week in April 2020 after the Longfellow Bridge project. But otherwise, can be rail ferry and subways are looking good. Okay, look at the downways and byways in New England. In Rhode Island, 95 on the northbound side, Little over the Warwick stretch. In Connecticut, Merritt Parkway eastbound side, Little on Route 25 at Bridgeport on the eastbound side. 93 on the northbound side, it's a Little around the Mass Pike up in Boston. Mass Pike 495 on the southbound side, Little around 195 at 25 in Wareham. 290 westbound side, Little on the northbound stretch. But otherwise, set to the western Massachusetts highways are looking good. And up in northern New England, Vermont, North Germania, highways are looking good. Interstate 87 on the southbound side, Little around Route 11 at Champlain, New York, Route 50 on the northbound side, so in some Quebec headed towards Montreal. And Taconic State Parkway, it's a Little in east central New York from Chatham, New York, all the way down to Livingston, New York. Peter Channel News Time at 11 o'clock on this late Friday night. And it is time now for a weather report. And looking at the weather outside, as it is a misty and a drizzly night in store. As we had a sunny start and then it ended with a rainy finish on a Friday. All right, let's take a look at the radar satellite loop that shows. The radar satellite loop that shows clouds and rain showers covering much way off 100 miles off the New Jersey shore and stretching up off the Massachusetts, Connecticut, Rhode Island coast. And now it's raining in the extreme northern portion of New Hampshire and northwestern Maine and Neverland. The rain showers from eastern Maine down to much of New Brunswick. Some heavy bend. The rain showers from north central New Brunswick and stretching all the way down off the Maine coast. Never patches of rain showers up on north central New Hampshire and the northern and western portion of Vermont and up in the east central portions of Quebec. And some rain showers in western portions of Nova Scotia. In the west of us, heavy bend. The rain showers central portions of Pennsylvania and on the west central portion of New York State. Right now, in southern New England, it is in the 48 to 52 degree range in southern New England, while it is in the 40s to low 50s in northern New England with a 36 degree reading for Mount Washington, New Hampshire. Right now, in North Massachusetts at 11:02, it is 50 degrees on temperature, humidity 96%, 2.49 degrees, barometer 73 inches. and it's steady and winds east and calm. Okay, take a look at our forecast. We got a special weather statement because areas of fog, some local events will linger across southeast New England into the early morning hours on Saturday as rainfall moves northeast of Cape Cod late tonight. Areas of low clouds and fog will linger across Rhode Island and southeast Massachusetts for most of the overnight hours. There will be patchy light drizzle and visibility will generally be below 1 mile across southeastern New England in fact most overnight hours. Lower to between 1/4 and 1/2 mile locally as light and soft to southwest winds keep low level moisture across the area. Winds will gradually shift to the west during the pre-dawn hours on Saturday, allowing drier air to work in. The fog and low clouds will lift Saturday morning by May, lingering into midday across Cape Cod and islands. Motorists traveling throughout the overnight hours should slow down, keep extra space between neighboring vehicles, and take extra time reaching their destinations around sunrise on Saturday. Forecast goes like this. Tonight, areas of fog before midnight. Tonight, areas of fog after 2 a.m. Otherwise, clouds go about 48 degrees. Calm wind for Saturday, cloudy about mid-morning. Then gradually clear will have about 68 degrees, upward about 3 to 8 miles an hour. Saturday night, partly clouds about 44 degrees, upward about 3 to 7 miles an hour. Sunday, chance of showers may before 1 p.m. Mostly clouds about 59 degrees, calm wind becoming in westbound about 8 miles in the morning. Chance place to 40%, dew response less than 10 minutes possible for Sunday night. Mostly clouds about 39 degrees, westbound 3 to 5 miles an hour for Monday, chance showers may after 11 a.m. Mostly clouds about 53, about 40 degrees, chance place to 30%. Tuesday, chance of showers between 2 and 3 p.m. Mostly sunny and podcast about 6, it's about 48 degrees, chance place to 30% for Wednesday, Sunday and podcast clouds going to be warmer, high about 80, about 57 degrees. Thursday, partly sunny and the most clouds about 83, about 58 degrees. And for Friday, chance of showers, partly sunny, about 77 degrees, chance place is 40%. Peter Chill News Time, 11:04 on this late Friday night. And it's time now for Peter Channel time now for Sports Nightly on this late Friday night. Let's start you off at Fenway Park where the Boston Red Sox, after a successful road trip, welcome back to the friendly confines of Fenway Park as they squared off against the Tampa Bay Rays. And Drew Pomeranz in the first 3 innings get off to a rough start as Wilson Ramos homers on a fly ball to left field to make it 2-0 favorite to the Rays in the top of the first. And then top of the third, Rob Refsnyder homers on a fly ball to left field to make it 3-0 favorite to the Tampa Bay Rays. And then top of the fourth, Danny Robinson homers on a fly ball to left center field to make it 4-0 favorite to the Tampa Bay Rays. But then Red Sox made it interesting as Mookie Betts doubles on a sharp line fly ball to center field to Malik Smith. That scores Christian Vasquez to make it 4-1. Sox down by 3. And then J.D. Martinez doubles on a sharp line drive to right field to Carlos Gomez. That scores Mookie Betts to cut the Tampa lead to 4-2. And then bottom of 8, J.D. Martinez singles on ground ball left field to Rob Refsnyder. That scores Mookie Betts. But the Sox rally coming up short as they fall to the Tampa Bay Rays 4-3. Yes. They dropped to 19-6 in the season, and Snell got the win. Pomeranz got the loss. He gave up 6 hits and 4 runs and struck out 4. And Alex Clemente got the save. Next up for the Red Sox. Sox and Rays go at it again at 4:05 p.m. with David Prossman and Yanni Chos on the man for the Rays. Okay, look at that. Some other Major League Baseball scores. Cincinnati Reds leading the Minnesota Twins 10-8 through 6. Through 9, it's the Chicago White Sox. Kansas City Royals start at 4. Top of the 4th, LA Angels 1 and the New York Yankees 0. Bottom of 4th, New York Mets 1 and San Diego Padres nothing. San Francisco Giants 2 and the LA Dodgers 0. Top of the 4th. Chicago Cubs edge out the Milwaukee Brewers 3-2. Arizona Diamondbacks to the Washington Nationals 5-4. Pittsburgh Pirates over the St. Louis Cardinals in final 11 innings 6-5. Baltimore has blanked the Detroit Tigers 6-0. Atlanta Braves fall to Philadelphia Phillies 7-3. Texas Rangers over the Toronto Blue Jays 6-4. Colorado Rockies blanked the Miami Marlins 1-0. Seattle Mariners fall to the Cleveland Indians 6-5. And the A's of Oakland defeat the Houston Astros 8-1. NHL playoffs. The Winnipeg Jets defeat the Nashville Predators 4-1 as they take a 1-game lead in that best of 7 Western Conference semifinals. Bruins and the Lightning go at it tomorrow at 3 down in Tampa for the Eastern Conference semifinals. And I'm going to take the Bruins in 7 because this is going to be a physical series. The Tampa Bay looks tough, but if the Bruins can make all the right moves, then hopefully Tuukka Rask, if he's not tired, then he can get a win or two, and Kadoma can get some. I expect Bruins in 7. Okay, looking at some NBA scores. It's the Toronto Raptors over the Washington Wizards 102-92 as they advance to the Next round of the playoffs in the Eastern Conference semifinals, while the Indiana Pacers forced a Game 7 on Sunday with a 121-87 thrashing in the Cleveland Cavaliers, and Oklahoma City Thunder over the Utah Jazz 22-18 for one quarter. And some sports news. Jason Witten is reported retiring from football for Monday Night Football. Steelers take Ben Roethlisberger, heir apparent best remaining players. Mason Rudolph drafted number 76 overall by Steelers. Cass's draft slides ends with Redskins taking him 59th. Eagles jump ahead of the Cowboys and take Dallas Goddard. Bills captain on may have to dress treats. Cowboys select receiver Michael Galvin in the third round. Two Bulldogs ready to adopt the Patriots' way. Sam Darnold not faced by the Jets' history of troubles in quarterback. Detroit Lions pick safety Tracy Walker in round 3 of the 2018 NFL Draft. Titans trade up draft Boston College and Harold Landry in second round. Orlando Brown drafted by the third round by the Ravens, and LSU's Arden Key slides the Raiders at 87. And Detroit Lions offensive running back Kerryon Johnson in the second round. Packers double down on corners take Josh Jackson, and Josh Rosen stays true to himself. Anthony Davis says Pelicans know they can beat the Warriors. Donovan Mitchell is the kind of player you actually have to watch to fully appreciate it. New York Giants select offensive linebacker Lorenzo Carter in the third round after trade up attempt. But that's me for Peter Channel 11 O'clock News, and it's late Friday night, April 27, 2018. Viewers will be have a good night with a good bye day to the Nazi. Tomorrow morning in the morning. Wait, you have a good night.